Here, in this reaction, MnO2 acts as positive catalyst. Why positive catalyst? Because in presence of MnO2, the rate of this reaction, that means the decomposition of H2O2 increases. Therefore, it is known as positive catalyst. Now, let me tell you one more thing. This MnO2 is not consumed in the reaction. It's not consumed in the reaction. Whatever was present before the reaction, the same amount of MnO2 will be present after the reaction. Okay? Now, instead of MnO2, in the same reaction, if you add phosphoric acid, then this phosphoric acid will decrease the rate of decomposition of H2O2, that is hydrogen peroxide, to water and oxygen. What does it do? This phosphoric acid will decrease the rate of reaction. Therefore, now it is no more a positive catalyst. Since it is decreasing the rate of this reaction, such catalyst will be known as negative catalyst. What does negative catalyst do? It decelerates or decreases the rate of the reaction. Okay? So catalyst, positive catalyst and negative catalyst we have discussed. So these were 7 conditions for a reaction to take place. Now we will be moving to our final topic for today, that is, hope you have noted down this reactions. The final topic for today is characteristics of a chemical change. Characteristics of chemical reaction. So, what does this mean? Now, by looking at the reactant and the product, okay? By looking at the substances, how will you come to know whether a chemical change has taken place or not? Okay? Characteristic is meant by that. So, number 1, a chemical reaction is said to be taken place when there is evolution of gas. Now before the reaction, you didn't have any gas. Now after a certain time, you mix the two compounds, two substances, and suddenly after the reaction or after a certain time, you observe that gas molecules have evolved. So what has taken place over there? Means some new properties has been added to certain compound. Now this is one of the characteristics of evolution of gas, is one of the characteristics of chemical reaction. Let's take an example, like whenever we have say zinc reacts with HCl, so dilute HCl, what will happen? You will be getting zinc chloride plus hydrogen gas. What do you get? Hydrogen gas. Now, before the reaction, this is solid, this is solid, this is aqueous solution. There was no gas present before the reaction. Now, after certain time, what did you observe? You observe that some gases have evolved, and that is hydrogen. This is how we come to know whether a chemical change has taken place or not. This is just one way. Okay? The second one is change of color. You reacted some substances and it had some different color at the beginning. Now after some time, you observe that there is change of color. Now, such changes also tells us what? Such changes also tells us that chemical reaction has taken place. Okay? Let me write this reaction then. So, Fe means iron. When it reacts with copper sulfate, okay? Copper sulfate, and this is blue in color. Fe, iron, reacts with a blue color solution. That means in a blue solution you have put some iron. Okay? So after some time, what do you observe? You observe FeSO4 plus you observe after certain time the solution has turned into green color. What? From blue it has been turned into green. The solution has turned into green color, and in that solution you find certain brown red deposits. Now copper is brown red deposits. This also indicates that this change in color from blue to green also is one of the characteristics of what? Chemical reaction. Okay? Now whenever you see a change in color, then you can say that a chemical reaction has taken place. Now let's discuss the fourth characteristic. Not the fourth, it's the third characteristic. So in the third characteristics, we have formation of precipitate. Precipitate. Okay? So what are precipitates? Now, precipitates are insoluble substances that is formed during a chemical change or a chemical reaction. It is insoluble substance. So let's discuss this with an example. Now, you know salt, NaCl solution, whenever treated with silver nitrate, the same reaction we have discussed, okay, in this conditions required for formation of chemical change. NaCl in solution state, and this also has to be in solution state. Now what will happen? These two will combine. Now here the bonds between Na and Cl will be broken, and bond between Ag and Cl will be formed. So you will be getting KgCl plus the cation is always written first. Please remember, okay? Cation, this is anion. So NaNO3. NaNO3 will be formed. Now this AgCl, downward arrow means precipitate. So it is an insoluble solids, substances. So it has to be settling at the bottom of the test tube. Therefore, it is pointed by downward arrow. And the color of this precipitate is white, curdy precipitate. Okay? And NaCl, you have some salts in the water. It's a clear, transparent solution. This AgNO3 is also a clear, transparent solution. So before the reaction, you have these two mixed together, both where before the reaction you have this NaCl which is a clear solution, and this AgNO3 which is also clear solution, transparent solution. But once you mix them, what will happen? We are going to get white curdy precipitate. What does it mean then? It means that chemical change has taken place, or a chemical reaction has taken place. So formation of such precipitate also tells us that chemical reaction has taken place. The fourth condition is the fourth characteristic of a chemical reaction is what? It's change of state. Change of state. Okay? Of the substances. Like we have already discussed H2, O2 giving you water molecule. This is in gaseous state. This is also in gaseous state. Now this H2O is in a liquid state. Okay? So suddenly from gases you get liquid. What does it mean? It means a chemical reaction has taken between hydrogen and oxygen. Some other example is reaction of ammonia. Number B is ammonia, which is your favorite gas. Ammonia reacting with HCl gas results in the formation of ammonium chloride. Okay, this is a gas. This is also a gas. Now, after the reaction, you obtain dense white fumes. Okay, which is solid dispersed in which phase? In the gaseous phase. Now see, solid dispersed in gaseous medium. That means it is in a solid state. Now this also tells us that this change of state is also one of the characteristics for a chemical reaction. Hope this is clear. For characteristics, there are four. Let's revise this part. Four characteristics are there. First one is evolution of gas. The second one was this change of color. The third one, formation of precipitate, and the fourth one is change of state of the substances. Now your home assignment will be to solve exercise 2A. Okay, from chapter to this chapter 2, you will be solving all the questions from 2A. Please do that. We'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, take care.